Shalom, shalom to the nation of Israel. Shalom. Before we get started, all praises, honor, glory to Yahweh, Hashem, Yahweh Shai, Hashem, Rekah HaKadosh. Double honors to the elders, the apostles, the brothers, the men at Great Millstone that rule well, that taught me this truth. To the hopeful elect out there scattered abroad, unlike unto a speckled bird, tabernacle of King David, 144,000 mighty men. Peace, blessings, salutations, and to the remnant, men, women, children, shalom, right? So we out here again, you know, prophesied downfall of Idumea, Babylon, spiritual Sodom and Egypt, the daughter of the Chaldeans, old daughter of Babylon, you know what I mean? And to point out the things that let you know that the end is coming. We in the end times, man. Possibly, hopefully, wake up the elect, man. That's the main thing, man. Because once the elect is sealed, you know what I mean? We'll be up out of here. Famine of the word, you know. They already pushing the digital grain of rice on people, you know. So now what they done came out now and said, after they done put all that pressure on everybody to take the serpent's juice, after they done put all that pressure on you, your jobs, family, and all this, now they came out and said, treat the people that's unjabbed just like the people that are jabbed. As far as quarantining and stuff. This place is finished, man. Moral decay, though. That's where we at, man. We at moral decay, man. Let's get it. Let's go. Let's start with 2nd Esdras chapter 5, verse 1. Let's start there. This is the book of 2nd Esdras chapter 5, verse 1. Nevertheless, as coming the tokens, behold, the day shall come that they which dwell upon earth shall be taken in a great number. Let's start over. 2nd Esdras chapter 5, verse 1. Nevertheless, as coming the tokens, behold, the days shall come that they which dwell upon earth shall be taken in a great number, and the way of truth shall be hidden, and the land shall be barren of faith. Yeah, that's where we at, man. Everybody would go, I don't believe in God, but I believe in a higher being, and I'm that higher being. I'm spiritual. You know, what I believe is personal, so I got my own personal thing that I go with. This is where we at right now. But iniquity shall be increased above that which now thou seest, or that thou hast heard long ago. And the land that thou seest now to have fruit shalt thou see wasted suddenly. So when we tell people that in the scriptures, it's destruction and all of that stuff like that, man. So 2 scriptures came to my head while I was reading this. First one was talking about the truth being hidden, right, from the land, right? The truth being hidden from the land. Isaiah 60 and 1. I mean 60, yeah, chapter 1. I mean verse 60, chapter 60, verse 1. Salat. Arise, shine, for thy light is come, and the glory of the Lord is risen upon thee. For behold, the darkness shall cover the earth, and gross darkness the people. But the Lord shall arise upon thee, and his glory shall be seen upon thee. Yeah. So not only will you get this knowledge, but the understanding and you having this knowledge will be seen by other people, man. I say that all the time, man. I did lessons a couple of times, man, where people, the demons on people, not just when you out here bringing out this word, but when you out walking around, normal day, they can see it on you, man. You know, it's funny, you get like a reaction that's either very hot or very cold. And hot, and I mean in the fact of, you know, hey brother, how you doing, or whatever the case, or you get the total opposite, where they frowning at you, they scowling at you, they looking at you. I don't walk past people, they sucking their teeth damn near at me, man. This was the next one I got, right? Issachar's bugged out too, man. Jake is bugged out, but Issachar's a mess too, man. They come down here, they get these big trucks now. So when I first got down here, or they first got here, you know, they driving a small little car, this and this and that. Now down here, just about every Issacharite you see driving, they got a big ass Jeep, big ass truck. And so you will see a little chick get out the truck this big. She get out the truck, she this big driving the truck. So she done hit something. She done hit something. Yeah, they driving big trucks down here. Issachar's a mess, man. But back to the lesson, man. Right? So we brought out gross darkness to people, right? So let's read this one. And Matthew 24:12, right? I heard a phone ring. Oh, I know I heard a phone ring. And because iniquity shall abound, the love of many shall wax cold. Yeah, man. You see people somebody walking down the street, minding your business, somebody just hook off and punch you in the face, man. You know what I mean? What we seen the dude seen the mother kill her kids this week because she mad at the baby daddy, or she killed one child and the other child was still fighting for their life when they went to the thing. And then you seen the flip side of that. You seen the dude kill 3 of his children and himself because he was mad at the baby moms, because the baby moms, she was cheating on him. He took her back, and she kept cheating on him and gave him an STD. And so she don't want to act right. She want to live her best life, you know, stay trapped in the whole phase. Disrespected him. He said she laughed in his face and all that, which is, I'm not making up no excuse for him to do what he did, but you know, that's two sides of the same thing taking place, with a man killing his kids and a woman killing her kids over a relationship. The love of many waxing cold. Go back to the second address. Let's get back to that. Second Esdras, chapter 5, verse 1. Nevertheless, as coming the tokens, behold, the day shall come, that they which dwell upon earth shall be taken in a great number, and the way of truth shall be hidden, and the land shall be barren of faith. Yeah. This is where we at, man. So we getting close to the end, man. We are in the end times. The brother Dubar Kabas, like I said, I always watch that brother. He like my pep talk before I come out here and hit the highways, right? So I was watching this lesson he did this morning, and he made a wonderful point, man. He said everybody is saying that we in the last times, we in the last days. This the last generation, this the last days. But they not seeking out understanding of the scriptures. They not trying to find nothing in the scriptures. You know what I'm saying? They not trying to find knowledge and understanding of the scripture. But everybody is saying we in the last days. And it's clear we in the last days. But people are not trying to find the truth, not trying to seek the truth. 2 Esdras 5 and 2. But iniquity shall be increased above that which now thou seest, or that thou hast heard long time ago. That match up with the love of many waxing cold, right? And the land that thou seest now to have root shall not see wasted, shalt thou see wasted suddenly, yeah. Because the Lord gonna come as a thief in the night, man. The Lord shall come as a thief in the night. Or also the heavens shall melt with fervent heat. Because them ICBM missiles, it only take from Russia to here, a missile could be here in 30 minutes, man. From Russia to here, all that way over there, however long it take to fly by plane, a missile could get here in 30 minutes, man. But if the Most High grant thee to live, thou shalt see after the third trumpet that the sun shall suddenly shine again in the night, and the moon thrice in the day. And blood shall drop out of wood, and the stone shall give his voice, and the people shall be troubled. Yeah, man. Yeah. So this is what's coming to this place, man. And we in the last days, man. We are definitely in the last days. I got that one. Revelation 17, 1 and 3. Excuse me. Nice day today. 80 degrees. 83 degrees, can't beat that. Revelation chapter 17, verse 1. And there came one of 7 angels which had the 7 vials, and talked with me, saying unto me, Come hither, I will show unto thee the judgment of the great whore that sitteth upon many waters. So the judgment that's coming to this place was shown to the men of the Lord. Way back when, man. Prophet Daniel spoke of it. Jeremiah spoke of it. Isaiah spoke of it. Apostle John spoke of it. Obadiah spoke of it. So different men was moved by the Lord, moved by Yahweh Shem Yahushai, the understanding, given the visions to see the judgment that's coming to this place, right? With whom the kings of the earth have committed fornication, and the inhabitants of the earth have been made drunk with the wine of her fornication. And not just a physical fornication, but a spiritual fornication. Fornication of the ways, the customs, the philosophies, all of these things, man. The world is made drunk with this stuff, man. Following after the whore, man. So he carried me away in the spirit into the wilderness, and I saw a woman sit upon a scarlet-colored beast, full of the names of blasphemy, having the 7 heads and the 10 horns, the Edomite nations. The 7 Edomite nations, you know, kingdoms, empires rather, and then the 10 EU nations, right? And the woman was arrayed in purple, The woman was arrayed in purple and scarlet colored and decked with gold and precious stones and pearls, having a golden cup in her hand full of abominations and filthiness of her fornication. Yeah, man. This is a place where a man could get a BBL. They get a BBL, throw on a wig, lipstick, get on TV, and you gotta call her a woman. You gotta call him a woman, Salaki. And if you don't, you wrong. I seen a mother, she had what appeared to be her, I don't know if it was her son with long hair or her daughter with long hair that want to be treated as a son. You know, that wanted to be, she wanted to be a, what, either way it go, the child was supposedly transgender, right? So-called black woman. The child's supposed to be transgender, and she's doing their hair on camera and live streaming it on camera. And because that's her whole big thing on her TikTok page or Instagram page, is to talk about how she's a proud trans mom. So then when she's doing the child's hair, she got the child looking at the comments that the people are making, and the child is responding to the comments and getting upset. And she's mad at the people for making the comments that they make. And I'm thinking like, well, why do you even got putting your child through that though? You know what I mean? Like, why would you even put your child through that? Not even a whole transgender thing, but why do your child have to live this out in public and online or whatever for the world to see and for you to get a big following? Because you're so cool, because you're the mother of a transgender. This place is bugged out, man. This place is bugged out, man. This place is bugged out, man. Bugged out. Let's get bugged out, man. Place is bugged out. Jake get killed by the OnlyFans model. Jake get killed by the OnlyFans model. The Edomite on the parents, we don't know, you know what I'm saying? But the Edomite OnlyFans model killed Jake, right? So, but she been whooping Jake ass. They got pictures of him, a video of him getting his ass whooped by her in the elevator, right? So he studied going back to her, she whooping his ass. But Jake online talking about the sisters and how the sisters ain't shit. But you getting your ass whooped by this Edomite chick, and she kills you. So then she got all mental health and all of this and whoop-de-whoop-whoop-whoop. So when they finally arrested her this week, she was in Hawaii chilling, living her best life. Same thing with Eve. Eve go and meet up with the dude from the dating site. He have sex with her and kills her and all of that shit, and he gets away with it. They said that he even left the condom in the girl rectum. People's is done, man. Let's go Jeremiah 11. Let's go 8, Jeremiah 11 and 8. Yet they obeyed not, nor inclined their ear, but walked everyone in the imagination of their evil heart. Therefore I will bring upon them all the words of this covenant, which I command them to do, but they did them not. Yeah. So this is Jeremiah back then, talking about the Israelites then, but the same thing is now, man. The same thing, man. Nothing new under the sun. Jeremiah 11:8. Yet they yet they obeyed not, nor inclined their ear, but walked everyone in the imagination of their evil hearts. Therefore I will bring upon them all the words of this covenant, which I commanded them to do, but they did them not. And the Lord said unto me, a conspiracy is found among the men of Judah and among the inhabitants of Jerusalem. They are turned back to the inequities. I was trying to say inquiries, but I knew that wasn't the word. They are turned back to their inequities of their forefathers, which refused to hear my words, and they went after other gods to serve them. The house of Israel, the house of Judah, have broken my covenant which I made with their fathers. Yeah? So that's still going on today. Following behind white boy Jesus, Serge Borgia. You following behind the religion of Islam, Ishmael. You following that, following Kemet. I seen a lesson of Elder Manat Zakbar, the brother, the dude walked up with the little hat on, I forget, the Moors. So he's a Moor, thinking that he of the seed of Ruth. When a woman don't carry the seed, woman carry the egg, man carries the seed. So how can you be of the seed of Ruth? Therefore, thus saith the Lord, behold, I will bring evil upon them, which they shall not be able to escape. And though they shall cry unto me, I will not hearken unto them. See? So when you going after all of these other gods and you following you want to be cool in here in Babylon and all of that shit, when the time come and the killing start, man, the Lord is not going to be listening to you, right? It clearly says it all over the scriptures. All over the scriptures. Watch. Let's read this one again. Therefore, thus saith the Lord, behold, I will bring evil upon them, which they shall not be able to escape. And though they shall cry unto me, I will not hearken unto them. Now watch this. Right? Proverbs chapter 1, verse 22. How long, ye simple ones, will ye love simplicity, and the scorners delight in their scorning, and the fools hate knowledge. Hate what knowledge? The knowledge of the scriptures. The knowledge of the fact you're not Hamites. The knowledge of the fact that Africa is not our homeland. And Africa is not even the name of it. So calling your name Africans, you still don't have the knowledge. Turn you at my reproof. Behold, I will pour out my spirit unto you. I will make known my words unto you, because I have called and ye refused. I have stretched out my hand and no man regardeth, but ye have set at naught all my counsel, and would none of my reproof. I also will laugh at your calamity. I will mock when your fear cometh. See? We just read that in Jeremiah 11. Listen to it again. Proverbs 1 and 26. I also will laugh at your calamity. I will mock when your fear cometh. When your fear cometh as desolation, and your destruction cometh as a whirlwind, when distress and anguish cometh upon you, they shall call upon me, but I will not answer. They shall seek me early, but they shall not find me. See? Clear. The Lord is telling you, when the killing starts, he's going to sit back and he's going to laugh. He's not going to answer, man. He's not going to answer. Back to it. Jeremiah 11 and 11. Therefore, thus saith the Lord, behold, I will bring evil upon them, which they shall not be able to escape, and though they shall cry unto me, I will not hearken unto them. Then shall the cities of Judah and inhabitants of Jerusalem go and cry unto other gods, unto whom they offer an incense, but they shall not save them at all in the time of their trouble. So yeah, you're going to turn to your Kemet gods, but the hippopotamus god, the god with a bird head. You're going to get down on your knees. You're going to be praying to the rock over there in Mecca. You're going to be screaming like that chick that got arrested in Atlanta the other day. Help me, Jesus, help me in the name of Jesus. Help me. Why is you arresting me, Mr. Brooks? Why is you arresting me? Jesus. You're going to be calling to all of these things, and look what the Lord say. Then shall the cities of Judah and inhabitants of Jerusalem go and cry unto the gods unto whom they offer incense, but they shall not save them at all in the time of their trouble, time of Jacob's trouble, man. For according to the number of thy cities were thy gods, O Judah, and according to the number of the streets of Jerusalem have ye set up altars to that shameful thing, even altars to burn incense unto Baal. See? And so that goes back to what I'm reading Revelation the 17th chapter, man. Drunk off the fornication, man. In America, here in Babylon, you can worship anything you want to, man. What was that episode of Martin that time? When Martin went away to the, they couldn't find him, and he was at the retreat or the monastery, yeah, the monk monastery out there. And I forget the name he was saying, called him brother something, such and such, or whatever he was. Didn't they have a head of cabbage, I think it was? They was praying to a head of cabbage. You can worship a head of cabbage here, man. Let's go Habakkuk 2 and 13. So yeah, so back to this place is going to be destroyed pretty much. This place is going to be destroyed. And if you follow the customs, the ways, you caught up in these false beliefs, these other false beliefs, these other false gods, these other idols and all of this stuff like this, when this place is destroyed, you're going to be destroyed with it, man. Plain and simple, man. This is what the scriptures say, man. Habakkuk chapter 2 verse 12. Like again, when if it was up to us, yeah, all of Israel will make it, man. But that's not what the Lord say. The Lord don't say all of Israel gonna make it on this side. 2/3 of Israel gonna be cut off, man. Cause we was going off, man. You have to acknowledge that we was going off. Throughout the whole Bible, Israel was going off, man. Let's get this one before I get that one. Israel was going off, man. Amos chapter 3 verse 1. Hear this word that the Lord hath spoken against you, O children of Israel, against the whole family which I brought up from the land of Egypt, saying, which I brought up from the land of Egypt, saying, you only have I known of all the families of the earth. Therefore, I will punish you for all your iniquities. Yeah? Because we was the only nation that was given the law, statutes, and commandments, man. Other nations, sure, it might have been other people that believed, wanted to be like the Israelites or tried to adapt the customs and all of that. That's fine, well and good. That don't mean that the Lord didn't change no covenant with them. The only people that the Lord gave the covenant to was us, man. Only one. Let's get this one. I think it's Wisdom of Solomon 12. Let's see. Yeah, Wisdom of Solomon 12. Let's get Slocky, give me a second. Let's go 20. Wisdom of Solomon chapter 12 verse 20. For if thou didst punish the enemies of thy children and condemn to death with such deliberation, giving them time and place whereby they might be delivered from their malice, with how great circumspection didst thou judge thine own sons, unto whose fathers thou hast sworn and made covenants of good promises. Yeah, see? Have sworn to our fathers and made the covenant of good promises, man. Therefore, whereas thou dost chasten us, thou scourge our enemies 1,000 times more, to that intent that when we judge, we should carefully think of thy goodness, and when we ourselves are judged, we should look for mercy. Yeah, man. So no matter what we get, they gonna get 1,000 times worse. But we was the only ones, our fathers promised the covenant to our fathers, man. Wherefore, whereas men have lived dissolutely and unrighteously, thou hast tormented them with their own abominations. For they went astray very far in the ways of error, and held them for gods. See? Back to Israel going after these other gods. For they went astray very far in the way of error, and held them for gods, which even among the beasts of their enemies were despised, being deceived as children of no understanding. Therefore, unto them as to children without the use of reason, thou didst send a judgment to mock them. See? But they would not be reformed by that correction wherein he dallied with them, shall feel the judgment worthy of the power. See? So we was the only nation given the law, statutes, and commandments, man. The other nations was never given them, so they was gonna always go off anyway. Israel, we got around and mingled in with these other nations. What's that? Psalms 106 and 34. Let's get that. The scriptures will tell you plain, man. Scriptures will tell you plain, man. Psalms chapter 106 verse 34. They did not destroy the nations concerning whom the Lord commanded them to. See, we was told to destroy the nations. Why? This is why. But were mingled among the heathen and learnt their works. And they served their idols, which were a snare unto them. Yea, they sacrificed their sons and their daughters unto devils, and shed innocent blood, even the blood of their sons and their daughters, whom they sacrificed unto the idols of Cain, and the land was polluted with blood. Thus were they defiled with their own works, and went a whoring with their own inventions. Therefore was the wrath of the Lord kindled against his people, insomuch that he abhorred his own inheritance. See? Because we kept going after the gods of the other nations. We kept following after their works, man. And nothing new under the sun. So just like back then they were sacrificing their children, they doing the same thing right now. 63.5 million children, baby sacrificed, man. Aborted here in Babylon, man. Every year Eve is out here having 200,000, over 200,000, I think it's 249 or something, 229. But over to be safe, so you won't say, oh, he said it was this amount of number. It's over 200,000 abortions every year by so-called black women. That's just black, so-called black women. That ain't get into Northern Kingdom or nobody else. That's just black women. So we doing the same thing now. Because I done did many a video on the things that they do with the aborted fetuses. And one of the things that they do with the aborted fetuses is they give them, end up in the hand of the Church of Satan, or the Temple of Satan, or however they want to be known as, whatever they calling themselves. And they're doing rituals with these things, and with the fetuses. They doing rituals, but they don't care. They don't care. You can do all the videos, you can tell them all this type of stuff all you want to. It's not going to stop them from doing what they do, man. Back to Habakkuk chapter 2, verse 13. Let's get back to it. It's plain to see, man. And so the love, basically, Israel's love for these other nations, their other gods, had us going off, following behind these other nations in the past and currently. And so when this nation come back to be judged, if you attach to this place, you're going to go down with this place, man. Habakkuk chapter 2, verse 12. Woe to him that buildeth a town with blood and establish a city within by iniquity. That's how America was established, man. Blood and inequity, period. All of the broken treaties that they made with Northern Kingdom, all of the people that was killed, all of the Southern Kingdom that was killed via slavery. Nothing but blood and inequity that built America, man. Woe to him that buildeth a town with blood and establish a city by iniquity. Behold, is it not of the Lord of hosts that the people shall labor, and that the very fire, and the people shall worry themselves for very vanity? 16. Thou art filled with shame for glory. Drink thou also, and let thy foreskin be uncovered. The cup of the Lord's right hand shall be turned unto thee, and shameful spewing shall be on thy glory. Yeah, man. That's why they don't even want to teach CRT, man. Critical race theory, they don't want to teach that, man. And then now, and Lord wills, I might even do a lesson on this one. So, you had the Emmett Till situation, right? So they pulled up on a lady, I guess she in her 80s or whatever, 70s, 80s, however old she is. They pulled up on her and they arrested her, right? So now you have everybody saying, oh, let it go, this and this and that. She's too old, give her a pass, woo, 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 woo. I just looked up just today. Look it up at home for yourself. Type in oldest person, oldest Nazi put on trial for crimes during the Holocaust. Just type that in. Type in that oldest person tried for crimes, for oldest Nazi tried for crimes during the Holocaust or during the Holocaust. And you look it up. They done tried somebody that was 101 years old. They done tried a woman. I think the woman was 96 years old. So yeah, so I'm going to do a lesson on that. That, Lord willing, I'm going to do that. That's going to be a lesson. Because I don't know why. I woke up, I was thinking about the Emmett Till situation and how they like let her go. Because they let her go. They didn't charge her. And then I'm like, okay, well, they'll say, forget about it, forget about it. I bet ain't none of them same people that's saying forget about it, white or black, none of them same people would tell the small hats over there to forget about pressing charges against somebody. They put somebody on trial, convicted somebody that was 101 years old, man. The lady wasn't even really, they said she was a lookout or some shit like that. She was a lookout or whatever the case may be. The 96-year-old lady, she was a lookout. She didn't physically actually put nobody to death. But again, ain't nobody gonna tell the small hats to forget about it. Ain't nobody gonna tell them forget about nothing. John 17 and 14. Bunch of hypocrites, man. And then again, they'll say, even that right there show you who under the curses and who not. Who running the world and who not, man. Anything the small hats, the 1948ers, the fakers over there, the faking Jamaicans over there in Jerusalem, anything that they say to do, it gets done. Money, they get monthly checks. I remember in New York, they even get monthly checks. They even have they own in their neighborhood. Their area, they have it tucked away. They got their own food stamp and welfare office where they go and you go in the welfare office. I went in there, I think once or twice or whatever. You go in there, and all you see in there is small hats. And how Apostle Aram Lob say the wig wearers. That's all you see in there. It's small hats and wig wearers getting food stamps. Hey, how are they under the curses, man? Let's go, yeah, John 17 and 14, red letter, Yahushua speaking. I have given them thy word, and the world have hated them, because they are not of the world, even as I am not of the world. Yeah, so when you try to point out to people, yo, that, you know, you speak to I spoke to a sister, I said, Shalom, sister. She gonna return with Assalamu alaikum. So I said, have you heard about the Israelites? She said, yes. Well, Assalamu alaikum is the greeting for the Muslims, man. Shalom is the greeting for the Paleo Hebrew greeting for the for Israelites, man. Like my peoples, man, they you know, you try to explain stuff to them, man, and look, and just like the Lord said, look now, he's gonna mock, right? Earlier, he's gonna mock, he's gonna laugh, right? Now look, watch, red letter. I pray not that thou shouldest take them out of the world, but that thou shouldest keep them from the evil. They are not of the world, even as I am not of the world. Yeah. So he's praying for the elect, man. He's not praying for everybody, man. I think it's up further. Yeah, it's up further. John 17 and 9, right? Let's go 8. For I have given unto them the words which thou gavest me. Red letter, this is Yahushua saying this. And they have received them, and have known surely that I came out from thee. And they have believed that thou didst send me. I pray for them. I pray not for the world, but for them which thou hast given me, for they are thine. Yes, see? Even Yahushua is not praying for the 2/3, man. Not praying for the 2/3. So when the killers start, you've been praying to white boy Jesus all your life. You can't get white boy Jesus out of your head. And then when the sky crack open and Yahushua is coming back, and you think that praying to Jesus is going to get a reaction, a positive reaction from Yahushua, you deceiving yourself, man. Because he say right here clearly, I pray for them. I pray not for the world, but for them which thou hast given me, for they are thine. And he has given the knowledge to us, man. That's what we was reading down here. 14, down to 14 now. I have given them thy word, and the world have hated them, because they are not of the world, even as I am not of the world. I pray not that thou shouldest take them out of the world, but that thou shouldest keep them from the evil. The evil that we read, that's coming, man. Started off with 2nd Esdras, the 5th chapter. Sanctify them through thy truth. Thy word is thy truth. As thou hast sent me into the world, even so have I also sent them into the world. Sent us into the world to do what? Matthew 10 and 5. Sent us into the world to do what? These 12 Yahushua sent forth and commanded them, saying, go not into the way of the Gentiles, and into any city of the Samaritan enter ye not, but go rather to the lost sheep of the house of Israel. And as ye go preaching, preach, saying, the kingdom of heaven is at hand. Yeah, that's what he sent us into the world to do, man. Preach the word, man. Tell my people why the shit that, matter of fact, let's get down. Jeremiah 16 and 9. Jeremiah 16 and 10. And it shall come to pass, when thou shalt show this people all these words, we just said, go into the world and preach that the kingdom is at hand, right? Now, and it shall come to pass, when thou shalt show this people all these words, and they shall say unto thee, wherefore hath the Lord pronounced all this great evil against us? Or what is our iniquity? Or what is our sin that we have committed against the Lord our power? Then shalt thou say unto them, because your fathers have forsaken me, saith the Lord, and have walked after other gods, and have served them, and have worshipped them, and have forsaken me, and have not kept my law, and ye have done worse than your fathers. For behold, ye walk every one after the imagination of his evil heart, that they may not hearken unto me. See? This is what we supposed to go out there and tell Israel. Jeremiah 16 and 12. And ye have done worse than your fathers, for behold, ye walk every one after the imagination of his evil heart, that they may not hearken unto me. Therefore will I cast you out of this land into a land that ye know now not, neither ye nor your fathers, and there shall ye serve other gods and night, other gods day and night, and I will show you no favor. See? We read that too, where he said, pray unto the gods that you've been burning your incense to. This is what we've been doing. And how do we get to these other gods? We got to these other gods by falling in love with the nations that we went into captivity. Or the nations we were supposed to run off the land and we didn't run them all off the land. We mingled among them like we read in Psalms 106 and 34. We mingled among them and learned their works. And then Jake, being as creative and flavorful as Jake is, Jake made they shit better than they made they shit. Jake could get taught the wicked evil shit by these heads and then enhance the wicked evil shit that they done learned. Christianity now. You look at Christianity, even the white Christian pastors now act like pretty much the black Christian pastors. But if you take it back to when the original Christian pastors, the white Anglo-Saxon Christian pastors, in the beginning, they wasn't acting like that. They wasn't acting like you're ha and a ha and all of this shit. They wasn't doing all that. Jake put all that colorful shit in Christianity, man. Romans 12 and 2. Jake a mess, man. Jake a mess. Jake take the evilest of shit, man, and make it cool as hell. Cool as hell. Before I get that one, I want to back that one up. Romans 10. Romans chapter 10, verse 1. Brethren, my heart's desire and prayer to power for Israel, the whole world, to power for Israel is that they might be saved. For I bear them record that they have a zeal of power, but not according to knowledge. That's my people. They spiritual, but they don't have no knowledge on how to be spiritual the correct way, man. We just read going after their own little evil hearts, man. I have my own personal spirituality that I follow, man. My spirituality is so spiritual and so different, so special, so enlightened that I'm the only one that follows. Romans chapter 10, verse 3. For they being ignorant of power's righteousness, and going about to establish their own righteousness, have not submitted themselves unto the righteousness of the power. Yeah. Because I got my own righteousness. You don't have to explain to me what's going on in the scriptures. Because I know I got my own personal thing. I got my own personal program that I'm going with. Like that dude came over here that time a couple of months back. Yeah, I taught myself the name of the Lord, and his name is Joshua. And want to debate and argue, and he's screaming out Joshua. Man, get out of here, man. Let's get Revelation 18 and 1. This place is finished, man. And you gonna go with this place, man. You caught up in this place, man. You gonna go with this place, man. That's what the scriptures say. Even the Apostle Paul said, you know, my heart's desire is that all Israel would make it, man. But that's not how it's gonna play out. Because all Israel, somebody that's following what the scriptures say, but somebody got their own personal thing, don't have no clue what's going on in the scriptures. How can they hope be saved that day? You ain't even try to inquire. You ain't even try to inquire about what's going on in the scriptures, man. Matter of fact, let's get that. Before we get to Revelation, let's get that. Isaiah chapter 1 verse 3. The ox knoweth his owner, and the ass his master's crib, but Israel doth not know. My people doth not consider. Doth not consider what? That the Lord's statutes, commandments was only given to Israel, not no other nation, man. Not all nations, man. Not the body of believers. Not replacement theology, not supersessionism, man. 4. Matter of fact, 3 again. The ox knoweth his owner, and the ass his master's crib, but Israel doth not know. My people doth not consider. Our sinful nation, a people laden with iniquity, a seed of evildoers, children that are corrupters, they that forsake the Lord, they have provoked the Holy One of Israel unto anger. They are gone away backwards. Why should ye be stricken any more? Ye will revolt more and more. The whole head is sick, and the whole heart faint. For the sole of the foot even unto the head, there is no soundness in it, but wounds and bruises and putrefying sores. They have not been closed, neither bound up, neither mortified with ointment. Yeah, man. So the problems, the wounds, the bruises, the sickness, the ailments that was plaguing Israel is still plaguing Israel now, man. Still going after other gods, still sacrificing our children, our sons and our daughters, still not hearkening to the words of the prophets, still establishing their own righteousness. Still not calling on the true names of the Father and the Son, Yahweh, in the name of Bahashem, Yahweh Shai. Still not doing that. Still mocking the prophets. Still not listening to the prophets, the men, the teachers. Still not listening. Same thing going on, man. Now let's get back to Revelation. Yeah. And so all of these things are a byproduct of being here in Babylon. These are a byproduct of being here in Babylon, and also a byproduct of the curses in Deuteronomy chapter 28. Right? And so if we under the curses still, we still scattered into all nations, and you gotta admit and be honest with yourself, we still under the curses. So if we still under the curses here in Babylon, and you're comfortable under the curses in a place that we was sent, we was brought here for correction. That we will finally get a clue, man. And so you done said, well, I'm good here in captivity. I'm good here doing and living in captivity. Even though the Lord said that he's coming to destroy this place, man. He's coming to destroy this place, man, period. Now let's get Revelation 18:1. Let's start there. Yeah, Revelation 18:1. And after these things, I saw another angel come down from heaven, having great power, and the earth was lightened with his glory. And he cried mightily with a strong voice, saying, Babylon the Great is fallen, and is become the habitation of devils, and behold, and the hole of every foul spirit, and a cage of every unclean and hateful bird. Yeah. Babylon is fallen, man. Or it's going to fall. For all nations have drunk of the wine of the wrath of her fornication. All nations, even Israel. Even Israel. Israel is drinking, is loving to drink too. Israel like, let me get a refill. My people's like, let me get a refill. You know, long as I get to that bag, man, Esau can rule forever, man. I don't care, man. I got a mansion. I'm on Yo MTV Cribs. Or what's that? Right? Yo MTV Cribs or whatever the fuck that is. Right? I'm my picture. I'm famous. I'm on TV. You know, I get the when shit go down, they come put a microphone in front of me. They ask me a camera and a microphone in front of me. They ask me questions. I'm good here, man. What we need deliverance for? What do we need deliverance from? That's what Israel's saying, man. For all nations have drunk of the wine of the wrath of her fornication, and the kings of the earth have committed fornication with her, and the merchants of the earth are waxed rich through the abundance of her delicacies. Yeah, you could sell anything here in Babylon. You could buy anything here in Babylon. People. You could put an order in for a body part if you got enough money. I need a heart, I need a lung, I got enough money. I could get that too. And I heard another voice from heaven saying, come out of her, my people, that ye be not partakers of her sins, and that ye receive not of her plagues. See? Revelation chapter 18, verse 4. Listen to it. Let's read it slow. And I heard another voice from heaven saying, come out of her, my people, that ye be not partakers of her sins, and that ye receive not of her plagues. Come out of her, my people. You gotta detach yourself from this place, man. Spiritually, emotionally, mentally, not conforming to this world, man. Matter of fact, let's get that. Romans chapter 12, verse 1. I beseech you, therefore, brethren, by the mercies of power, that ye present your bodies a living sacrifice, wholly acceptable unto power, which is your reasonable service. Yeah, because we went off, man. You asking forgiveness for Yahweh Ba'Shem, Yahweh Shai. You don't know what you could have been doing in the past, what you done did, what kind of ways you done been breaking the covenant or whatever the case may be. Not just in this life, in previous life. Well, in this life, you might have a clue, but you don't know what you was doing in the past. So we broke the covenant, man. So the least you could do is come out here once you find this truth, is come out here and preach, man. Give up yourself as a sacrifice, man, and hopes that you be redeemed. But this the part I want in there for. Romans 12 and 2. And be not conformed to this world, but be ye transformed by the renewing of your mind, that ye may prove what is that good and acceptable and perfect will of power. See? This is what you gotta do, man. You gotta get out of the Babylonian, the frame of mind, the American mind frame, man. You gotta detach yourself from all of the different religions that you could practice here in Babylon, man. Romans 12 and 2. And be not conformed to this world, but be ye transformed by the renewing of your mind, that ye may prove what is that good and acceptable and perfect will of power. Yeah, man. You gotta renew your mind, man. You can't say it's the end times and all of that, and I don't have to learn nothing new. I'ma go with what I learned and then think that it's gonna be compatible with what's going on in the scriptures. It's not. You have to come back as a babe, man. that shit is part way out. Issachar mess, man. Issachar mess. Issachar, a lot of Issacharites gonna die in Babylon, man. Cause they love it here too, man. They more comfortable than Jake, man. Cause they can act, especially if they the lighter skinned Mexican. They lose their damn mind over here, man. They swear they white. They swear Issachar a mess, man. Issachar's a mess. They act like they cowboys. They cowboys. I'm a cowboy. And I heard another voice from heaven saying, come out of her mentally, man. Come out of her mentally. And at the end, the remnant, the hopeful elect, the 144,000 and the hopeful elect, they going to scarcely make it out of here too. So that's a twofold sentence right there. Come out of her, bringing up the elect, the elect and the remnant, one-third remnant. But prior to that, yo, to everybody that if a man have an ear, let him hear. To the people that's willing to listen, come out of her mentally, man. Come out of her. And I heard another voice from heaven saying, come out of her, my people, that ye be not partaker of her sins, and ye receive not of her plagues. One of the plagues that's gonna come is the missiles. The missiles is a plague, man. For her sins have reached unto heaven, and power hath remembered her iniquities. Remember, woe to the bloody city? For her sins have reached unto heaven, and power hath remembered her iniquities. Reward her even as she rewarded you, and double unto her double according to her works. In the cup which she hath filled to her double. So you gotta double the amount of people that was killed, the Native Americans, Northern Kingdom. Double that and double the people that was killed through slavery. The Jim Crow era. Double that, man. That's a lot of killing, man. That's a lot of killing, man. This place, a lot of killing coming to this place, man. A lot of killing coming to this place, man. And we already read that the Lord gonna get Israel too, man. He warning you. Me out here, any of the brothers out here on the highways is a warning from the Lord, man. It's even a scripture that say, hear the words of, matter of fact, I'll get that next. Let's get that next. It literally say, warn them from me. It literally say, warn them from me. I want to say it's Ezekiel either 2nd or 3rd chapter. Yeah, Ezekiel said, yeah. I thought it was this 3rd chapter. This is Ezekiel chapter 3, verse 17. Son of man, I have made thee a watchman unto the house of Israel. Therefore, hear the word at my mouth and give them warning from me. See? And give them warning from me, man. go up though. Let's go Ezekiel 3 and 7. Let's start at 1 and jump down. Ezekiel 3 and 1. Moreover, he said unto me, Son of man, eat that thou findest, eat this roll, and go speak unto the house of Israel. Yeah, eat this roll and go speak unto the house of Israel, man. And what should we say when we go and speak unto the house of Israel? This is the book of Isaiah, chapter 58, verse 1. Cry aloud, spare not, lift up thy voice like a trumpet, and show my people their transgressions, and the house of Jacob their sins. Yeah. This is what we supposed to do, man. And we telling you that one of the things that we was doing, not just now, but all throughout history, was following the gods of the other nations, man. Which is number 1 on the list. Going after other gods, man. Let's get back to it. Ezekiel 3. Three and 4. And he said unto me, Son of man, go get thee unto the house of Israel, and speak with my words unto them. For thou art not sent to a people of a strange speech and of a hard language, but to the house of Israel. Not too many people of a strange speech and of a hard language, whose words thou canst not understand. Surely, had I sent thee to them, they would have hearkened unto thee. Yeah. Israel is special, man. The other nations would love to be the chosen. That's why they all lying and saying they the chosen people, when they not, man. Everybody else is the chosen people except the house of Israel. Israel say, oh, it's for everybody. Israel following vocab Malone. But the house of Israel will not hearken unto thee, for they will not hearken unto me. For all the house of Israel are impudent and hard-hearted. Yeah, hard-headed, man. Don't want to fucking listen, man. Don't want to listen, man. Israel do not want to listen, man. Then and now, man. Do not want to listen, man. 8. Behold, I have made thy face strong against their faces, and thy forehead strong against their foreheads. Why? Because Israel hard-headed, man. You can't come out here and be all nice and sweet and cuddly talking to Israel, man. You can't talk to Israel like that, man. My people's not going to hear it when you talking all nice and sweet and cuddly to them, man. Shit, they ain't listening to you when you talk hard to them. Then they say, oh, y'all are so aggressive in how y'all, if y'all were a little bit more nicer and calmer and use nicer words, maybe more of us would listen to you. That's a damn lie. 10. Moreover, he said unto me, Son of man, all my words that I shall speak unto thee, receive in thine heart, and hear in thy ears, and go get thee to them of captivity unto the children of thy people. Yeah, we in captivity. But Israel love it here in captivity, because they done found things to appease them. Like the rock, the Kaaba over there, white boy Jesus, church on Sunday, Islam, Kemet, spirituality, the saints, building altars. Israel done found things to make them happy here. They content here. And go get thee to them of captivity unto the children of thy people, and speak unto them, and tell them, thus saith the Lord power, whether they will hear or whether they will forbear. Yeah. Because we know y'all, you not going to have no covering when it's all said and done. Oh, I didn't know. Well, you had the brother right there bringing the word out as you was getting groceries. I had him set up over there in front of the gas station. Another brother, or Campbell brothers, I had them set up in front of the gas station. Oh, I had them brothers out there in front of the park bringing the word out. I had these brothers over there. You pass by them all the time. You're not going to have no covering for yourself, man. But again, like I said, what I came in here for, Ezekiel 3:17, Son of man, I have made thee a watchman unto the house of Israel. Therefore, hear the word at my mouth and give them warning from me. Yeah, man. Give them warning from me, man. 2 Corinthians 5 and 10. Let's get that. Give the warning from me. Nah. Yeah, 2 Corinthians 5 and 9. Wherefore we labor that whether present or absent, we may be accepted of him. For we must all appear before the judgment seat of Hamashiach. 2 Corinthians 5 and 10. For we must all appear before the judgment seat of Hamashiach, that everyone may receive the things done in his body according to that he have done, whether it be good or bad. So yeah, you gonna all have to answer, man. We gonna all have to answer, man. We gonna all have to answer, man. Knowing therefore the terror of the Lord, we persuade men, but we are made manifest unto power, and I trust also are made manifest in your conscience. Yeah, man. We hope we get to your conscience. We hope you see that you see a lesson, and it'll spark a remembrance in you to make you go, yo, I see what's happening out here in the world. I see the times, I see the signs. It's definitely at the end. I need to inquire about this. I need to get my pen out in a pad and start writing some notes down and taking some notes and trying to receive what the true names of the Father and the Son is, man. And let go of my own leaning on my own knowledge, man. Matter of fact, let's get that scripture. Lean not on your own understanding. Proverbs 3 and 5. Let's get there. Everybody want to do their own thing, though. Like that thing, one of these things is doing his own thing. Israel, everybody doing their own thing, man. Proverbs chapter 3, verse 1. My son, forget not my law, but let thine heart keep my commandments, for length of days and long life, and peace shall they add to thee. Let not mercy and truth forsake thee. Bind them about thy neck, write them upon the table of thine heart. Yeah, man. So all that the law is done away with is BS, man. So shalt thou find favor and good understanding in the sight of power and man. Trust in the Lord with all thine heart, and lean not unto thine own understanding. So you try to explain somebody something. Well, I got my own understanding of the scriptures. I don't really even read the Bible, but I got my own personal relation. What's that? Build your personal relationship with God. Trust in the Lord with all thine heart, and lean not unto thine own understanding. In all thy ways acknowledge him, and he shall direct thy path. Yeah, man. Be not wise in thy own eyes. Fear the Lord and depart from evil. Be not wise in thine own eyes. Fear the Lord and depart from evil. That's Israel on the whole, man. Wise in their own eyes, man. You could sit down, you could have a table with 25 people that haven't read the scriptures in, say, a year. The scriptures in a year, right? And you sit down there and all of them will go into what they believe each particular. You could bring out one passage and all of them at the table will give you 25 different understandings of what that scripture means to them. All of them. And they all, in their mind, they'll be ready to argue, debate, go into it. Everybody. This is my peoples, man. This is my peoples, man. But then, all 25 of them, with 25 different versions of what that passage means, expect to be saved at the end. And be thinking that the other person that they think got it wrong, it's not. Yeah, they going off, man. I don't know what they think. I'm not going to judge them. They can believe what they want to believe. My peoples, man. So bottom line, this place, if you attach to this place, you're going to be destroyed with this place, man. If you're attached to the philosophies of this world and not to the scriptures, you're going to be destroyed, man. You're going to be destroyed, man. Because bottom line, you can spin it how you want to spin it. It's going to get spent and you're going to get blowed up, man, here with Esau, man. Let's go. Ephesians chapter 4, verse 11. And he gave some apostles, and some prophets, and some evangelists, and some pastors and teachers for the preaching of the saints. Who are the saints? For the perfecting of the saints. Salakia. Who are the saints? Let's get that one. Let them praise the name, Psalms 148 and 13. Let them praise the name of the Lord, for his name alone is excellent. For his name alone is excellent. So you can't be calling on any name, man. Yahweh, by Hashem, Yahweh Shai, period, man. Anything else, you wrong, you going off. Let them praise the name of the Lord, for his name alone is excellent. His glory is above the earth and heaven. He also exalted the horn of his people, the praise of all his saints, even of the children of Israel, a people near unto him. Praise ye the Lord. Yeah. So Israel is the saints. Israel is his people that's near and dear unto him. Israel, man. Let's back to it. So that's why he sent the son Ezekiel, son of man, eat this roll and go speak to bring it to the words of Israel, warn them from me. Ephesians chapter 4 verse 12, 11. And he gave some apostles, and some prophets, and some evangelists, and some pastors and teachers for perfecting of the saints, for the work of the ministry, for the edifying of the body of Hamashiach, till we all come in the unity, of faith and of the knowledge of the Son of power, unto a perfect man, unto the measure of stature of the fullness of Hamashiach, till we all come in the unity, of the faith and of the knowledge of the Son of the power, unto a perfect man, unto the measure of stature of the fullness of Hamashiach, that we henceforth be no more children, tossed to and fro and carried about with every wind of doctrine, by the sleight of men and cunning craftiness, whereby they lie in wait to deceive, but speaking the truth in love. So correction is not, or rebuking. Don't even say, okay, no, correction or pointing out when a brother is wrong or a sister is wrong is love. But speaking the truth in love may grow up unto him in all things, which is the head, even Hamashiach. Let's keep reading. From whom the whole body fitly joined together and compacted by that which every joint supplieth, according to the effectual working in the measure of every part, maketh increase of the body unto the edifying of itself in love. See? So when you telling people, you giving people correction, you showing them, you pointing out the scriptures and all, that's love, man. You warning a person, like I like to say all the time, if a person is about to do something that's going to hurt them, and you try to prevent them from doing that that's going to hurt them, you know what I mean? Is that love or is that hate? Is it wrong or is it right? This I say therefore and testify in the Lord, that ye henceforth walk not as other Gentiles walk, in the vanity of their mind. So they go, oh, see right there. Yeah. Let's get this, 1 Corinthians. Yeah, we following after the other nations. We read that in Psalms. Learning their works, man. 1 Corinthians chapter 12, verse 1. Now concerning spiritual gifts, brethren, I would not have you ignorant. Spiritual gifts. So, okay, a spiritual gift is, we was given the law, statutes, and commandments pursuant to Psalms 147, 19, and 20. Only Israel. So that's a spiritual gift. The other nations, their spiritual gift is all this other madness. They wasn't given the truth and the understanding. So you can't be ignorant of that fact, man. Now concerning spiritual gifts, brethren, I would not have you ignorant. Watch. Ye know that ye were Gentiles carried away unto these dumb idols, even as ye were led. So yeah, we was carried away following after the gods of the Gentiles, man. So don't get caught up in that word, man. Gentiles could mean Israelites, and Gentiles could mean non-Israelites, period, man. That's just the way it is, man. Just like strangers. Stranger could mean Israelite, foreigner, strangers, and the strangers could mean other nations. You can't say that throughout the whole scripture that Gentile just mean one set of people. You can't say that. You can't say that. That's not the truth. Because when you go into the Greek, and to the Hebrew, at different times it means different things. Speaking about a different set of people. Let's go back to it. I was in Ephesians 4. 19, I think, 17, yeah. This I say therefore and testify in the Lord, that ye henceforth walk not as other Gentiles walk in the vanity of their mind, believing that the cobblestone, praying to the cobblestone 5 times a day, gonna get you into the kingdom. Praying to white boy Jesus.